Hello and welcome back to Warsword Conquest, and I am very, very excited to say that we're back here at Dakarak Azgal, and I will be attempting to obviously take this if I can. This is going to be a bit of a tough one. As we've seen, it can be pretty difficult to achieve victory here, but I am going to change my strategy. My strategy last time was, in my opinion, pretty good, but I feel like it could have been better. And the way it could have been better is if we had told our forces to hold position just that much earlier. Because if we had done that, you know what's going to happen? Yeah, every enemy is just going to flock towards us, and they are going to walk into a meat grinder of epic proportions, and then they're not going to have any way of being able to counterattack. That's the idea, at least. That is the idea. It very much depends on whether that's actually going to happen, though, because the river trolls actually don't have blunt weapons. And as you can see, they do deal actual critical damage to us, and they can kill us. And the only thing that I am really, really saddened by right now is that we don't actually have any spellcasters. I know. We did lose a couple of them in previous sieges and siege attempts and so on and so forth. And that's, that's just how it goes sometimes, unfortunately. But the main reason why I'm sad about that is because of the speed bonus. I would have been able to jump across to that other location over there and eliminate the archers, but now I unfortunately am unable to do that. So what we're going to have to do is going to have to tell my forces to hold position here. Yeah, look, there we go. This Screaming Skull Throwers are coming in, doing some big damage. And the problem is, I'm not sure if we're going to be even able to do this. I mean, we are definitely going to be able to do this. I mean, you can quite clearly tell. Look at how many we've killed already. We've killed 145. That is a significant amount of the defenders already eliminated, which is perfect. That is really, really good in actual fact. However, the main problem we're going to have here is, you guessed it. Oh yeah, the main problem is if we decide that we need to go into the bottleneck, then we're going to have some issues. We're going to have issues doing that. Because going into the bottleneck means that it reduces our overall attack. It reduces the enemy's attack as well, but I kind of didn't want to have to do that when it comes to our own power. Because if I just keep my forces here, I feel like we have a much greater opportunity to achieve victory. Is that just me? I don't know. Maybe that is just me. Maybe if I tell my forces to charge it... Shall we just charge... Yeah, come on now. Okay, fine. Let's charge in. We've got the advantage. Let's see if we can push that advantage to victory. Maybe we can actually make that work. It would be kind of cool if we could. If we can't, then obviously that's just how things are, and then we'll be very sad. So we'll be very sad indeed, but it will be fine. It will be okay. I have a feeling that we'll be okay here. At least, I kind of hope we will. So far, it seems okay. Yeah, we've stopped actually losing people now, so that's obviously really, really good too. Obviously, at the very beginning, it's the most critical time. And, oh, there we go. There's another guy dying there. That's great. Yeah, but anyway, point is, I think that is indeed a victory for us if... Yep, there we go. So we just have 9 enemies remaining. I'm pretty sure most of those are just archers. Oh, hello there, sir. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? What is actually going on there? It's like a siege tower or something like that? Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. That is pretty cool. It's kind of weird. I was not expecting to see that, that's for sure. Certainly wasn't expecting to see that ever, but we did. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to be very, very careful here as well. We need to make sure that we're actually going to be able to... Oh, never mind. I actually thought that we had more people to kill. 31 renown is our reward. Pretty nice, actually. Pretty nice. Anyway, we're going to just take that guy prisoner. We want to make sure that we, we keep them as much as possible. Just because... Sometimes I'm going to think to myself I should probably let them go, and other times I should, keep them. And in this case, I am going to keep them because I have seen that there is an extremely large army of goblin vassals quite close by to us at the moment, and I'm a little bit worried about actually having them attack us. So, yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to have something going on there. Okay, I'm going to get Ugluk because he is a neutral Neutral person, thanks to those of you in the comments for letting me know about the ogres and their themes and the way that they are. That is very helpful. And unfortunately for me, I think we're going to have to just... Oh dear. Oh no, that's me. Whew. Okay, those are all those are all Tomb Kings. So that is... Oh, that is a load off my mind. I thought to myself, oh dear, I am going to get absolutely massacred, because I kept thinking that we were still playing as the Lizard Men, I guess. I think that's PTSD from having the Lizard Men play through, because whenever I would see Tomb Kings, I just think, oh no, I should probably get out of here as soon as I can. You know, that kind of thing. Anyway, let's see what happens, because let's face it, if we do get into any kind of siege defense, I have a feeling that we're probably going to be fine. I do have a lot of Screaming Skull Throwers. Let me actually just see whether that is indeed the case. I need to make sure that, yep, wow, we gained so many level ups from those. Yeah, we have 56 of those guys now. And, wow, we got even more man-at-arms as well there, as you can see. Okay, so we got Ugluk riding his cow. And we have a bunch of other people. As you can see, Oggy Boggy did level up as well here. So let's get him some more intelligence, get him some more first aid. I don't even know what else to really get him, to be honest. I think I'm probably going to save quite a few of his skill points right here, because I don't think we really need engineering. We don't need engineering on him at all. And the reason for that is because Vome is doing it. Yes, Vome is doing it. And you can see here that he has 6 in engineering. And so I'm thinking that what would be pretty cool is if I save my my skill points until Oggy Boggy becomes a spellcaster, I might then be able to use those skill points on magic control, magic power, and so on and so forth. And that's going to really make a huge difference. Oh, he's actually deciding not to give this to me, and he's going to give this to other people. Not a terribly big fan of this, actually. I gotta say, not a terribly big fan. You know what I feel like I should do? Should I renounce my oath? I kind of feel like I should. I kind of feel like it. You know what? Let's do it. Yeah, we're gonna do this. There we go. Okay, so we are now going to appoint a prominent citizen from the area. Thank you very much. We're going to be... I had no idea I was going to do this, actually. I had no idea I was going to do this. So I'm going to call ourselves some... shadowy death mob of lettuce. Yeah. Wow, that's perfect. That's actually perfect right there. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go for like a purplish kind of color. I want to change the... Do I want to change the domestic policy? Oh, I have no idea. Let's see. High centralization reduces tax and efficiency for the king and raises it for vassals. Okay, a little centralized. Improve the relations between the king. Decrease trade. A little aristocratic. High serfdom reduces tax and efficiency for the king. Usually serfs. We want high troop quality. We want very high quality, actually. And let's reduce this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so... Is this mine now? Yes. Okay, wait a minute. It said my color was purple, but now all of a sudden it shows that I'm not purple? Okay, that's kind of weird. Not sure what's going on there, but all right. Okay, so this is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yes, this is a bit of an issue, because am I still at war against these guys? No, I'm not. Okay. Are they going to attack me? That's the question. It doesn't look as though they are. Okay, fantastic. Whew, alright, so we can basically now just relax a little bit. Unfortunately, as a result of me, you know, defecting, I don't have any of my enterprises up and running. I mean, well, I have a couple, okay? Most of my enterprises are in Tomb King's territory, which obviously is pretty bad now, you know. But yeah, what we're going to do is I'm actually going to be going over here and assisting my caravan, because this guy wanted to do some bad things to my caravan, and I'm not a big fan of that, thank you very much. No, I'm not a big fan of that at all. So what we're going to do is we're just going to charge. We're just going to charge straight at them and eliminate them as fast as we possibly can. One thing we got to know, though. One thing we got to know. We have to make sure that we are immune to very small skirmishes. And I'm talking about we have to make sure that we don't lose too many units every single time we do one of these, because they can win through a sheer just attrition style. They can easily win by doing that. So if we can maximize our damage and reduce the amount of injury and death that we take, we will inherently win. Just through the sake of us being able to maintain a high kill-death ratio. You can see here we are taking a couple of casualties, but that is really not that big a deal. As I say, if we just suffer a handful of casualties every single time, that's not going to be too bad, or at least I hope so. You know what? Maybe I should let this caravan be killed so that they can... That might be an idea, actually. Okay, well, basically what I'm thinking of right now is if I allow the caravan to be eliminated, they are going to take prisoners, or, you know, the vassal is going to take prisoners from the caravan, and then the caravan will be, well, liberated by us when we eliminate the vassal. And so that's the idea, isn't it? That's the idea. I find it rather hilarious, though, that for some reason, we lost... Oh no, that's not me. That's the caravan's units. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. I actually thought to myself I was losing so many people, and I was like, wait, why are we losing so many people? I have pretty decent surgery skill. Well, I mean, the surgery skill's not amazing, but it's okay, you know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna let him go. Gonna let him go for now. I'm gonna let him go. Mostly, okay, here's the thing. My thought process regarding this is that he wasn't a particularly strong vassal, and I want to try to make it so that we have a lot of honor and a lot of relation with people, just so that if they do decide to defect, they may come to us, you know what I mean? They say that ogres make untrustworthy companions, but I have never found it so, especially not Ugluk. I used to lead a party not too different from your own, and Ugluk was my best warrior. We fought the lizard men, who are extremely tough to fight, but he was always the one who got us through the tight battles. So as long as you keep him well fed, he will be nothing but an asset. Very good. Okay, so in other words, Lord Albertus does approve of our recruiting of Mr. Ugluk, and that is very nice indeed. Okay, I'm gonna let this goblin go because there is no point in me keeping him, and I'm gonna gain some reputation from that as well, obviously. And now we can potentially fight this guy too if we want to. Do I want to do that? That's the funny thing. If I allow this caravan to be eliminated, let's actually see what happens with that. Maybe... Wait a minute. What? Where's he going? Why are you patrolling around here? This is a weird guy. This is a weird guy if ever I saw one. Okay, maybe he's gonna try to do something here. Oh, yeah, it doesn't look as though he is actually planning on it, which is a little bit sad. Oh, we're getting a lot of cash. Yeah, it's probably... yep. It's from the town itself. Yeah, the town is giving me a huge amount of money, as you might expect. All right, let's go in here versus this guy then. I could make peace with them. Do I want to make peace with them? And do I want to attack something else? I actually don't know. Can I make peace? No way. No. My right to rule is too low. That's the funny thing. I haven't been sending off any companions to speak about me and to increase my right to rule or anything like that. So, yeah, we might be in for a little bit of a rude awakening here, because obviously I haven't really done any preparation in regards to creating my own faction. I wasn't planning on, you know, creating my own faction this early, but I thought to myself, well, I have done all the work, right? I've done all the work in gaining this town, and I thought, well, I should probably get rewarded a little bit for that, no? You know, I felt like, hey, what's going on with that, you know? I have one village. And I thought maybe it would be nice if they would give me a town, but they decided not to, and that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I thought, you know what? Let's do it. And so that's where we've now ended up. Which is maybe not the best idea. Oh, Trent has leveled up. Very nice. Good work. Good work, sir. Okay, we're losing a couple of people here and there. not really anything to worry about too much. Actually, kind of surprised we're losing anyone, to be honest. Considering we have so many Screaming Skull, Dead Eyes, and so on and so forth. But I think the... Okay, here's the funny thing. The main reason why we're losing people is because of the enemy Lich Priest. That is literally the only reason. Isn't that funny? I think that's hilarious. The enemy Lich Priest was providing them with a buff that allows them to deal extra damage every single time they hit, which is a big deal. Gonna let this guy go too. And we have the ability to now capture these guys. I actually wonder, is there a way for me to persuade them to join me? Maybe. Ugluk is going to speak now, and he says, I used to work for Lord Albertus when I was younger, and he was a daring adventurer and explorer. He was never fond of the duties which came with being an Empire Lord, and just wanted to be, well, more like Florin, as sad as that sounds. He always treated his troops well, and always showed me great respect by giving me the best cuts of meat every meal. It is a shame what happened to him. Now there is no meat on him at all. Okay, that is very funny. All right, so yes, let's continue to level up these guys. How many did I lose of those? Not that many, I suppose, which is, I guess, okay. Trent leveled up. Is he okay, by the way? Is Trent actually... Wait a minute. Why is he not speccing into anything? Oh, it's because he's my surgeon as well as... Why is he my... Oh, he's my backup surgeon. Oh, that's very funny. Okay, that is actually very funny. So I should probably spec him into something else because he is pretty good, isn't he? He seems to be doing a pretty good job. So I'm going to spec him into some shields, and let's get him some one-handed, and let's get him some better gear, shall we? I think Trent has deserved some better gear for a while. So let's give him some good stuff, shall we? We don't have a shield for him, unfortunately, so I won't be able to give him that just yet. But don't worry, I am going to be getting him something in due time. Okay, we can give this guy a little bit of better gear. There we go. Who else? This guy, he's already wearing a pretty decent thing. He could use some better armor from that. And we have one more helmet. Who needs a helmet? Lazarus. Hello there, Lazarus. You need a helmet, don't you? There we go. And he's using skeleton cloth at the moment, which is absolutely terrible. So we can just give him something a little better. Nothing too amazing. But it's the best I can do for now. And there we have it. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Can I talk to this guy? Maybe I can use you in my party. You have one last chance. Ah, okay. So wait a minute. We rolled a -9 out of a possible -45 to 12? I'm sorry, I don't know what that actually means. I don't know what success means. I would assume that 12 and above is probably what I'd need to be able to do that. So I need persuasion, and unfortunately I do not have persuasion. Oh, dearie me. Oh well, never mind. Okay, yeah, I have no way to recruit from here for some reason. Why can I not recruit from here? Alright. Kind of interesting. Huh. Alright, well, I'm going to go over here and we're just going to sell some stuff. I'm just going to sell all of this. No real need for me to keep it. And I don't even need to keep any of this food, to be honest. But yeah, well, I'm going to keep it for now. Let's go into the tavern real fast. Oh, hello! Darius is here. There's a potion seller as well. Nice. Let me get all those healing potions, even though I actually feel like I don't need healing potions any further, which is quite funny. So Darius, as you can see, he has a significant amount of pretty good stuff in actual fact, and I personally believe that Sword of Striking is a really, really nice weapon. This is something that I would recommend to anyone that is first starting playing Warsword Conquest, because this is going to actually provide you with, well, a sword for 4,400 that has a speed rating of 140 and is pretty good in terms of its damage as well. And if you want to be a little thrusty guy, then you can do that too, because it has a thrust damage of 40, which is very, very powerful. And it is very cheap, as I've said. So, in my opinion, probably one of the best early game weapons that you can get. And then once you have enough money, then you can start to go for something a little bit more, you know, a little bit more impactful. And I'm mostly talking about the other sword, the Sword of Eternities or something like that. You could also get this if you wanted to. I mean, obviously, it very much depends on your own thought process and what you'd prefer to go for. I personally like speed, especially early on in the game. Speed is king, pretty much. So, you know, because obviously at the very beginning, you're going to have extremely low combat skills. And so having low combat skills, having a weapon that is going to prop you up and make you so much more proficient than you actually are, it's going to make all the difference. So that's just something to bear in mind. Maybe just a little bit of, you know, a little bit of theory crafting never hurt anyone. I know people don't really like it when I speak about theory crafting and things like that, but, you know, sometimes I enjoy it. So anyway, that is going to be that for this town. Let me see. Okay, we actually have another Tomb King over here with a bunch of Night Goblin prisoners. Not a big fan. Not a big fan, but this is good for me for a very different reason. And the reason why this is good is so that I can actually just place those Night Goblins in my garrison, you know? I can just put them in the garrison and then everything's going to be great. Because I currently don't have a way to reinforce my garrison that easily, so it might be a little bit problematic, isn't it? Okay, so I'm just going to get my archers in a decent position as well. Let's put my cavalry out the side there. I need to be very, very careful this time because they, as you can tell, have a massive amount of spellcasters, and I want to try to bait the opponent into into coming closer to us as much as possible. And there they come. Okay, yeah, that's absolutely perfect. And they're just running into our Screaming Skull Throwers, which is obviously what we want. Gonna tell my infantry to charge in now too. And well, I can't really do much here, unfortunately. And the problem that we're gonna face is that they have a significant amount of ward save. Massive amounts of ward save now. I am actually going to be surprised if I... Whoa, I died? Yeah, I guess that's what happens, you see. You see how fast that was? You see how fast that was? And that's exactly the reason why I said to you earlier, the reason why we were losing so many people is because they had that buff. The, what is it called? Usek Incantation of Desiccation? That is the thing. I'm actually going to retreat. I am actually going to have to retreat, which is really sad, but I'm going to go back in there. I'm going to go back in there in just a moment. So let's get Screaming Skull Thrower, let's get the Tomb Guard, and Lord Alberto's actually leveled up, so let me see what I can get with him. Let's get some more intelligence, I suppose. Let's get some more trainer skill. I think that sounds pretty fun. Let's get some more Iron Flesh as well, and then we should be pretty good. Now what we need to do... Yeah, the problem with fighting these guys is that... yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason. I'm going to need to go back here. Okay, let's see what happens. What's going on here? What's going on? Okay, you have no one, sir. This guy has no one whatsoever. This is hilarious. Okay. Seems like I'm going to be fighting him straight up. Can I actually fight him as well? Can I enter? Yeah, it seems like I can enter. Okay, I'm at a very low HP level right now, which is not exactly great. But, you know, it's going to have to do. Are they going to charge us? Highly doubtful, highly doubtful. Funnily enough, I could have taken a healing potion potentially, but I took so much damage in such a short space of time that I was just like, wow, okay. Kind of taken aback at the speed at which they were able to eliminate me. But there you go. It happens, right? It happens. So apart from this, we are going to be very, very careful now because I do want to try to recover my HP as much as I can without using any healing potions. I could just use a healing potion right now if I wanted to, but I personally feel like the best course of action for me is just to get some kills. There are no spellcasters on the enemy side, so I should have an easy-ish time of recovering at least a little bit. And yeah, we've taken this guy off his mount, of course, as well, which is really good. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. And enemies that come over the hill here should get absolutely destroyed by our Screaming Skull units. At least that's the hope. Nice. All right. Okay, don't take too much damage now. I have really good armor, but it's still not good enough even when these guys hit you, because sometimes they hit you for so much damage. That desiccation spell is incredibly good. it literally added 25 extra damage to the hits that I was suffering at the time, and I was like, what? Really? 25 extra damage? No wonder I couldn't survive it, right? No wonder. Okay, yeah, we're not really gaining any HP here whatsoever. I mean, I am taking about the same damage that I'm healing, which is kind of bad. Yeah, I'm just going to tell my forces to charge in. Ugluk leveled up. Very nice. It's not every day that you see an Ugluk level up. Nice, nice. Okay, yes, yes. Come on now. Little bit more. There we are. Yep. Almost half HP. Yeah, that's good. I like it. And there you go. Okay, there's the victory. Wow, we basically lost no one. It's because they just ran into our screaming skulls all the time. They didn't really have anything super bad anyway. Okay, so we're going to let this guy go once again too. And we're just going to hire everyone. We're just going to get every single person that we can from rescued prisoners. And we're just going to slap them straight into the garrison at the town. Because you could see here, you see exactly what I'm talking about. Look at the garrison. It's got 2 skeleton horse archers in here. It's absolutely awful. They could easily take this. Anyone could just come in here and just take this instantaneously, basically. So that's really, really bad. I should probably put some screaming skulls in there or something like that. That would probably make the most amount of a difference. But I'm also thinking to myself, I kind of need them, you know. I kind of need them to do some damage for me. So, yeah, that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Okay, so Ugluk actually leveled up. And as you could tell, he is pretty much already pretty much done in regards to what he's speccing into. There is no real need for me to spec him into anything else as far as I can see. Because he's a solid character, you know? He's a very, very solid character. I feel like what I should do, actually, is spec him into intelligence right here. And just get him 2 points in power strike. Just so that he can do more damage. And that's it. Just get him more damage. I don't think there's anyone else that we can really spec. I actually leveled up, surprisingly enough. Okay, so I'm going to get another point in agility here. And I'm thinking right now, I don't want riding skill. Do I want anything else? Do I want constitution? Do I want persuasion? No, not really, right? Not really. This is always an annoying part of the game. Even though I absolutely love leveling up, it is very difficult for me to decide right now what I really want. I could go for trainer skill, I guess. Trainer skill is kind of decent. Yeah, why not? Maybe I'll just go for some of that. I do want to get 27 to agility. I actually want to get 30 agility if I can, but obviously that's a little bit difficult. Okay, I'm just going to wait here for some time, I suppose. Anyway, I think that's probably going to be it for this episode, as we have now created the Shadow Death Mob of Lettuce. And we are obviously going to be taking the fight to the Tomb Kings. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do that, but I guess I'm going to try my best. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.